Professor announces that course grades will be computed by taking 40% of a student's project score, which is between 0 and 100 points, and adding 60% of the student's final exam score, which would also be between 0 and 100 points. If a student gets an 86 on the project, what scores can the student get on the final exam to get a course grade of at least 90? So again, we have to remind ourselves, how is the course grade being calculated? We know that 40% of the project score and 60% of the final exam score would have to result in a course grade of at least, so something that's greater than or equal to 90. Well, that would set up the inequality looking like this. 40%, 40 out of 100, 0.40 times the project score, plus 60% of your final exam score, well, 60 100ths, 0.60, is greater than or equal to what we would like to have for the course grade, 90. Here we know that the student received 86 points on the project score, so we know that x is equal to 86, so we can substitute that into our inequality. At this point, we can start working on undoing the equality for y, which would tell us the scores that the student could get on the final exam in order to earn a grade of at least 90. So let's start by multiplying our 40% of our project score. So the student already has earned 34.4 points for the course grade. Here we'd like to combine our like terms, so we can put our points together. So it's just subtracting 34.4 from each side of the inequality. That will help us figure out what score is needed on the final exam in order to receive the course grade desired. So here we've got 0.60y is greater than or equal to 55.6. So we're trying to get y alone. Since we have a multiplication problem, to undo that, we could divide each side of our inequality by 0.6. In doing so, we can see that y is greater than or equal to 92.6 repeating, or 92 2/3. So we have to ask ourselves, what does this mean? Well, this represents the score at minimum needed to be taken on the final exam in order to earn the course grade that is desired. Now we have to remember we're talking about points, and points would be whole number scores, so we have to go up to 93 points for this. So the student has to score at least 93 points, and we also have to remember that the maximum score on the final exam is 100 points. So in order for the student to earn a score of at least 90 in the course, that student would have to score greater than or equal to 93 points on the final, but less than or equal to 100 points to make that happen.